Let's see. Oh, let's see. Star Wars Clone Wars, he was Ratchet and Clank. Johnny Test, that's the one I was trying to think of. I think that's his biggest role since this. Someone in Drawn Together. Spider-Man for a bit. Of course, I think everybody is Spider-Man for a bit. He was someone in the Animatrix.
Sometimes a bunch of people are Spider-Man at once.
Yeah. The Kids Next Door, Hulk, Smash, Superman, Robo-Dog.
Fillmore and James.
Strangely enough, I'm not seeing any game roles on here.
And this is the actor or voice actor for this.
For
right
Titus, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to confirm if it's for.
Probably isn't Raiden, right? Or are you trying to confirm for Prompto?
No, I know it's Prompto. I don't think it's Raiden, but it is similar, and it's gonna bug me if I don't find out.
Yo, man!
This asshole just keeps stumbling across main characters.
Nothing bad ever happens to me.
So far, he's a fairly passive protagonist.
And now he gets to show off his skills.
Right away.
This is his dream!
You hand him a Blitzball, and it's like... Them lips. That fucking sex doll O face.
He's got Marlboro lips. Is there something over here?
Not over there, no.
See, this is way in the future when humans had bred with the Marlboro.
For want of other partners.
And then Waka?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Baco.
Well, we had Baku. We had Baku in 9. Wow, Waka, you look weird in HD.
You look like
you're very made up.
And he looks like young and old, and he kind of looks like Wayne Brady in the face.
Yeah, I can see it. So I wish the ball came in at a different angle and just smacked him in the side of the face.
God damn this fucking kid and his no problems.
And now someone has to swim out into the open water to go get their ball back.
He got to look like a super cool guy in front of Riku.
Fuck, he does look like Wayne Brady.
He gets to look like a cool guy in front of Wayne Brady. That guy's eyes are so far up his face because they had to put a bandage across the bridge of his nose. So next time you look how far up his eyes are. It's ridiculous.
I got too, close to sin and my head's all foggy like.
Oh, come on, show the face again. Don't just show feet that aren't on the ground.
Or even where I came from.
I know.
Sin's toxin got to you, but you're still alive.
They start dancing.
Thanks,
Look
Bender.
at his eyes. They're so up high. I don't know. Just
Man,
so
yeah.
All right, back to practice.
Thanks for the words of support, Jake.
I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What? You hungry? Okay, back to the village.
He just breaks into a little bender sometimes, just a tiny bit.
No, Raiden is some guy named Quinn Joseph Flynn.
Like I could trust this.
Yeah, I know.
So
The Finn family had a child and said, well, if we name him Quinn? That'd be a fun joke to play on our newborn.
Quinn Flynn? Ah, what if he stubs his shin?
He might win, though.
Isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machines to run them.
It's John DiMaggio?
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
Joe DiMaggio is the baseball player.
Or the pizza.
Or the...
Take a look.
What?
Came, destroyed the Machina cities.
I think there's a pizza named John DiMaggio somewhere.
That was about 1,000 years ago.
John DiMaggio's like, why am I not the main character?
I know.
I'm fucking John DiMaggio. I've been around for a while. Look at that guy eat shit.
Oh, my face. They have nothing to do on this island but practice. How's he
And
bad?
they're the worst. And they're the worst Blitzball team. And you have to play Blitzball with them.
Aw.
I know.
It's just as Riku said.
A dramatic shot.
Both be lying. Why would they?
He's like a horse.
But you from Zach and Dave, that was a good one. Hey, I'm not saying that
Hopefully, edit that to where my laugh comes in just as it is.
Yeah.
luxury like that be pretty soft.
I appreciated
It's like a horse that you see that they have put peanut butter in its mouth so that it's like wiggling its lips all around in a panic. And its eyes all wide staring at you and its lips are all coming out.
Maybe if I could find Sin one one more time.
Oh fuck! I gotta go back and make that shortcake where we're talking about how BoJack should end.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, with the whole cast just eating a bucket of antifreeze.
I haven't even watched the new stuff yet.
I watched up to episode 5, I think, and I'm like, I don't know if I can handle this.
I haven't been able to handle it recently.
Apparently, this season ends on a very upbeat note, but I know it's got to take some side lanes to get there, and I don't know if I want to go down those fucking wrong turn roads.
I had to watch a lot of happy stuff lately.
Yeah.
It's just been one of those.
Like The Good Place?
Yeah. It's just been one of the. That's a really cool show.
It is.
They did some cool shit with it, especially how it ends. Ooh.
Hey, it's this way.
This way. But yeah, I ran into a wall. I've had to watch a lot of more upbeat things. Been watching the latest season of Broad City. And finished The Good Place.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, I'm not certain how future seasons of BoJack are gonna go, but I remember late last year there was an interview with the creator/writer of BoJack, and in the wake of last year's election, he's like, I can't do it in the style anymore. I'm no longer interested in the, how do you put it, the petty hypocrisies of wealthy liberals. It's like, if I'm gonna keep making the show, I gotta take people to task.
Oh, man.
You can't go that way. You gotta, I know, it's annoying. You gotta swim around.
Do you have a dash button? Does that have a kind of go underwater button?
Yeah, you hold down circle, and he just goes underwater, and you keep fighting fish. But now you got Waka with you. And he's fairly quick, but he's more about accuracy.
And so when it comes to accuracy, obviously that means not missing, but does that also have to do with critical hits?
No, luck has to do with critical hits. This game, one of this game's faults, I would consider, is that it has a very limited number of enemy types. They fall into a few broad categories, and most members of your party are specifically meant to take care of one in the early game. So you'll find elemental. The whole opening tutorial for combat will teach you about them, but basically there are wolves that are quick, and Titus is quick, so he's meant to fight those. There are birds that are flying, and they have high evasion, and Waka is meant to fight those. Elementals are for Lulu because she has magic. There are hard-shelled enemies. Oh, you can move one and use a power sphere too.
Should I wait? What do I have to move first, or?
You can use the power sphere on anything adjacent to the current node that you're in.
Okay, yeah.
So you can move over one, and then you'll be able to learn the speed one above that as well.
You can, okay, and how often can you move?
Whenever you have a sphere level.
Okay.
We're not getting a lot of AP right now, so you're not gaining many levels, but that will start to pick up after we leave this island. Yay, 1 defense.
Waka, buddy.
He doesn't have anything right now. Yeah.
Okay, so there are the birds. There's the wolves.
Yeah, birds are Waka, wolves are Titus, elementals are Lulu. Hard-shelled enemies are for Orin because he just like cracks them open with his katana.
And eats their gooey yolks.
Yeah. Himari doesn't have a counter to anything. Neither does Yuna. And Riku, her ability to steal allows her to instantly kill machines.
Oh, because you steal like a battery or something?
Yeah, she steals from them, and that causes them to just fall apart.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That kind of almost seems like a precursor to how they wanted to set 13 up, where it's like, oh, you have these different paradigms that no one likes.
God damn.
You have to. I can't even remember.
There's a couple of. I think you end up just using the like 2 primary ones anyway. There's like Ravager and Commando, where Ravager builds up that damage percent bar, and then Commando like locks it into place.
Fuck, I can't even.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's awful. There's
fuck.
it's not worth remembering.
It's listening to you talk about it makes me just want to like shoot myself and not just to avoid playing that game.
It's worse than it's worse than Final Fantasy II.
Oh man,
it's worse than how Final Fantasy II Final Fantasy II's combat is at least combat. Character progression is obtuse and, uncomfortable, but at least it's just combat at the end of the day. 13 is a fucking... it's a pigsty. It's a pigsty. It's not even a mess.
Oh god, I'm trying to think of like the damage meter and locking it in, and
Yeah.
like all the other crap they want you to do, and
All the crap they want you to do, and then you got to fight the summons. But each summon has like a specific thing you got to figure out. But you can never figure it out in time, and so you have to fight all of them twice
yeah,
at
they
least.
brought you out here to drown you. This is terrible.
Right?
Sorry, bro.
What do you think we do for fun on this island, brother?
Sorry, brother.
We murder strangers, brother. Oh.
I always got to be the prettiest man. Man.
Tournament's coming up.
So
When you say it like that, I expect him to break out a steel drum.
So huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team.
I got all
right?
this Botox, brother, to be the prettiest man on this island.
My mama was a Marlboro. Check me out. And then he just starts wiggling his lips.
His prehensile lips.
Sure thing.
Leave me alone, man. I just gotta swim. I just gotta swim off my troubles. I thought I saw a swimmer today, but then I don't know if it was a seal or not. But either way, like I was really like, go for being able to swim in this cold water.
Yeah, this
Like
cold,
that.
filthy water, good on you.
Too far
Yeah.
off either.
Either it's a really dedicated swimming athlete or just a fucking cool animal.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs.
Something about the way you stated that. It's just so straightforward.
Never won a game.
Never.
Not even not a single game.
How do they still let you in the league?
I don't know, brother. I guess they just need one shitty team to dunk on every year. You know?
They're just the cool runnings of Blitzball.
Yeah, they're just the cool
Except
runnings of
they-
Blitzball.
They never come back and win.
Neither did the cool runnings, guys.
After quitting,
Oh, they never
I got this
won?
new job,
No.
Oh, I thought they maybe
But
came
every
back and
time
won
I
or
might
something. They
wonder
just sang their
about the
song and
game.
lost
Yeah.
and cheated. And
10 years without a single win will do that.
I don't think they cheated either.
oh, it was just in the movie.
My first
Didn't the guy
match
make
last
him
year was
make
my-
them
No,
wanna cheat?
no. The thing is that their coach was disgraced because he had cheated at some point in his career.
Oh, and he wasn't gonna make him do the same thing. He wasn't trying to.
No. They go to the Olympics and their coach, everyone's giving him the cold shoulder. Haha, Winter Olympics.
So,
And they're like, "What happened, brother?" And he's like, "Oh, I cheated."
Long
I'm
as
John
we play our
Candy.
best.
And then they were like, "You cheated, you
Give it our all.
asshole."
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
walk
well.
away happy.
And then they ate shit,
no,
right?
No.
Did they eat shit?
Oh yeah, they ate shit going down the thing, but then they lift up their bobsled and carry it, and so they get the moral victory, even though they completely lost.
Even though they could have just slid that thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
And then they came back year after year and ate more shit. Singing their song.
let's pause it. The video looks kind of choppy, so I want to.
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna unpause it now.
There we go. Yeah, then just keep heading back towards the city. Well, shitty little village, really.
I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, just in case.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
No.
that I could pull the menu up
Yeah.
there either. I was like, pause, that's weird to see.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if something happened now.
Walker, are you the only person here that talks like you?
Who are they?
Sure am, brother.
Uzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Cruise of what?
You have to have heard the word Crusaders.
I've never had to.
Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll
My
help
head's
you out.
blooming onion.
Try it, it's delicious.
In return,
Pulls off a little
tournament
crispy
time?
leaf.
We'll take the cup.
That's real good, brother.
About the Crusaders,
Oh.
you can ask them yourself. They got a
Walking into
lodgment
town, half his hair is gone.
Waka's happy.
Waka's just his face is covered in some kind of dipping sauce.
And
Everybody, get over here and try some of this brother's delicious fried hair.
uncooked dipping sauce and the occasionally unfried batter.
Oh no.
That's the worst when you get a blooming onion that's got like a little bit of the pocket was just
Crusade Village.
didn't touch any oil, just solid
Yeah.
batter on a wet
We'll get
onion.
you something over there later. Take a look around first.
Smacks his butt.
Let's see. The Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there.
I wish Waka kept stuff in that shoulder guard of his.
Yeah, like a melon or
Like melons
fruits.
or burgers, just anything that he needed
Alright.
at quick
Yeah, water
quick
bottle.
access to.
Miniature Blitzball.
Pudding.
What's up?
Yeah.
A miniature Blitzball filled with pudding.
Yeah. You remember the prayer, right? I don't know any prayers. I've
Of
never
course,
had
I've never prayed before.
Everything I
in my
want
life.
just comes to me
Not
without
that you
me
would know
asking.
that.
Women, food,
Must have forgotten
Fame.
or something. Here,
Fortune.
I'll show you.
all of it.
Bees! Oh, bees!
Don't know why you wanted bees, brudda, but here they are.
Go ahead, you try.
Fine.
Your culture's stupid. I'm not gonna do this. That's what Titus would do.
Yeah. Farts. Is that how you do it?
He farts and then cups it and it's like that, and then Kamehameha's
Yeah.
in Bako's face.
Hey, now, go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Waka's like, it hits him. It's like when
was the Blitzball
it's like when
sign from
A Cup farts and puts it into fucking Chota Boy's face.
Oh,
and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everybody should watch Orgasmo.
Everybody.
Do I have to go into these places?
No.
Ooh.
Oh, cool, chest.
Steel.
Yeah, also go to the left. There's kind of a hidden... Behind this building to the left, there's like a hidden little alcove
Oh man.
in these chests.
That person's just staring at these. I
Yeah.
don't know what to do with these things. Oh, you can open them up and find stuff? Damn it.
I want that. Oh, 400 gil?
Can I get the last
Fuck.
one? Oh, no, okay.
Well, I guess that high potion probably tastes bad anyway.
Oh, there we go.
I think it's the story of the fox and the grapes. The fox couldn't reach the grapes, and so he walked off and said they're probably sour anyway. The fox is an asshole.
They're probably shitty anyway.
Yeah, everybody should watch Orgasmo. You should especially watch it because Roger Ebert didn't like it. Fucking Roger Ebert. I bet you like Carnosaur.
All these people just cupping their farts.
It was then, standing in that place.
I became aroused. Beyond all measure.
Well, you could measure it, literally.
Staring up at this sexy statue on the left of this woman we're gonna kill in about 20 hours.
I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
Now?
Now you're starting to realize it.
Even
I
though
like
they-
that the statue on the right has his arms out in a very Final Fantasy 1 pose.
Yeah. It's so different from my world. I mean, they speak my same language, they have a lot of the same customs and shit, they play the same sport, they haven't eaten me yet.
They speak the same language. That part's extra weird.
10 years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Well, what's a high summoner?
He basically just asked, "What's a Jesus?"
I got too close to Sin's toxin.
It's a very convenient excuse.
Everyone's like, oh, now they pity
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Aw. Let me show you my breast.
It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse.
Just
over
flash
and
real
over.
quick.
Funny. and a little
Ty's like,
sad.
yes.
Starts saying that to everybody.
Practitioners of a sacred art.
Finds a dog out in the street.
Sworn
I got too
to
close to
protect
Sin's
the people
toxin.
of
Dog
Yavin.
stands up, flashes. Yeah.
Chosen few
It's just that
become
it looks like a
summoners
chest
who
of a
call
dog,
forth
and then
entities
two
of
paws come up.
Yeah.
You don't see the dog's face or anything else, but when
Just
it opens
human
it up,
breasts.
yeah,
Yeah.
human,
prayers who
perfect,
come down to us.
supple human breasts.
Blessing of Yavin.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men or something like that, I figured.
Whatever. Your culture's stupid. I'm gonna go get laid. Where's your wife, cue ball?
I'm gonna go up here.
Oh.
Man, I'm surprised they didn't kill him or
Yeah.
something for that.
No, now you can leave this place. There's
just-
nothing else in here.
Fuck this place. Okay.
See,
Okay.
now you go, yeah, now you have to go into the one directly to the ECU. I think it's that one. There we go.
Waka.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet.
Oh.
Take a nap. You look bored.
Man, thanks. Yeah, take a nap. Are you kidding me? Like,
I guess his last 2 beds have been the sea.
doesn't even use a blanket.
Well, it's very hard to animate characters underneath blankets.
We can't
You
interfere.
just replace
It's a
their
rule.
body with a blanket. And then just put a head and arms on the blanket.
No, it's too difficult. Nobody wants to do it in games.
And then they forget to change the model back, so for a bit, Titus is just a blanket with a face and hands.
Yeah.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
So is this him hoping that he's missed?
Whether he
and
comes
missing?
back or not.
No, this is him reminiscing to his
But he might
childhood.
Oh.
That's his mom.
Do you hate him so?
How'd you get so blonde?
But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
That's a weird way to, like, encourage your kid to not...
It is. It's also funny because that's BoJack's motivation in the new season of BoJack Horseman. He just wants to be able to tell his mom, "Fuck you, Mom." It's a huge knife back there. Like, that's way too big for cooking.
Oh, the back here?
Yeah.
Jeez, like, look at it compared to his arm. I wonder how comfy this bed is.
It's either very comfortable or awful. I bet it's awful. And just salt crusted.
Ugh. Do they go back in here?
Yeah, now you can go back in the temple. Do shenanigans.
I really appreciate them putting, you know, well, now that it's, they can render really great 3D, well, now that's HD remake, they can render even better 3D looking environments, but I like the work and the subtle camera movements and like walking up the steps and...
It still has that problem that most early PS2 games had, where the cameras are still locked into fixed angles based on where you're at, so you've already seen it a bunch of times already, where you'll be moving and the camera suddenly shifts and you're moving in a different direction, you get all obfuscated.
So someone
The
is
bad
in there
thing was, too,
somewhere
is I was
and they haven't
holding the
come
same
back out.
direction and it
Yeah.
would just switch on me.
Yeah, a lot of them got around that either intentionally or otherwise by, if you're moving forward when there's a sudden camera shift, you'll still be moving forward if you hold, like, I noticed that playing Devil May Cry all the way back in 2001,
There's already guardians in there.
so I'd be holding back on the stick because I was initially moving, like, toward the camera, but then it shifts, so I'm moving away from the camera, but I'm still going forward.
As long as you're keep
Yeah,
holding
and then as
that
soon as I
same-
let it go, he would kind of, like, spin around real quick because I didn't know how to handle it. Scandalous. He dissolved through the wall. You probably couldn't notice that back in the original PS2 version.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
There's just the fucking one of those lobster men inside of there, clacking his flesh hands together.
The cloister of
Trials. This is dumb. So hand me the controller. So, the one thing I don't like about this game, honestly, the one thing I don't like is these fucking cloisters. I don't think anybody will fight me on this one. They're a terrible mix of block pushing and pipe puzzles.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh god, the one that we have to do for Shiva in a little while is ugh. Dreading that one in particular.
So was that like the tutorial? Because that didn't explain shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they just expect you to click on these things and figure it out. Basically, there are pedestals and there are spheres, and there are several types of spheres. And you gotta put the right spheres and the right pedestals to open the way. And then put the pedestals in the right positions to open the way further.
It seems these other spheres are also important, but we're not going to tell you why. Yep, there you go. Can't really... They really just wanted to go hard with the whole sphere thing.
Oh, they did. They wanted spheres all over the place in this game.
They're like, you know what's a largely unexplored shape? Spheres.
No, you're right, Yoichi.
That's why I present to you Final Fantasy X, the spheres.
Maybe we won't call it all of that.
Maybe we can have some of these spheres ideas that you have in there. Oh, but Sphere Man, he can't come along, and there's just like a bunch of paper balls that he made taped together crudely.
Yeah, very crudely. That will be difficult to render on the PS2 hardware, but he is only Sphere.
Just imagine a bunch of spheres.
Imagine nothing but soccer balls just ambulating all over the world.
Imagine the noble sphere. Just keeps referring to the sphere as like this magical shape. So what did you just do? You pushed the...
So there are glyph spheres, and then there are spheres for the specific temple. So we're in Besaid, and that's the Besaid sphere. And so when I put the Besaid sphere into this pedestal, it dissolved this wall, and now I can push this pedestal onto this here, but I'm not going to do that yet.
What is that?
Because I need this destruction sphere.
Sphere destruction.
So destruction spheres, there are 2 levels of puzzles to each of these dungeons. You can get through them just to get from point A to point B very quickly, usually. But there's always hidden treasure within them, which is often worth the effort. But in order to get that, you have to complete a second tier of puzzles within, which involves acquiring at least one destruction sphere and figuring out where to place it so that it will strategically destroy a wall. In this case, it gave us a rod for Yuna a little bit. Some of them are fairly simple. Some of them are a complete motherfucker. There's one that you do in order to get Bahamut that I never do, because fuck it. It's just such a huge pain in the ass that I can't bother.
I like this little bit of like Zelda puzzle shit.
Yeah.
What's gotten into you?
Like,
Hey, it's okay.
but it's not Zelda.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't fit. Like
no,
it's weird.
it's weird because you're in the Cloister of Trials and it's supposed to be the summoner gaining the right to summon that creature's Aeon. What the
A guardian?
See you right back.
Dog.
Whoa! Ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them.
Because yeah, what do Zelda block pushing puzzles have to do with praying in a temple?
Yeah.
One of them's got a short.
And Final Fantasies have always had like some kind of puzzle, but it just is. I don't think this is the best idea they could have gone with.
Might as well go all the way.
And a lot of the puzzles that you do find in Final Fantasy are often one-offs.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'd be like, okay, I don't know why there would be a puzzle here, but it's a one-time thing. Maybe there's just an eccentric architect or something. Who cares? Every single temple has this shit.
It's just.
So it's like, why? Why is this a critical part of your culture? Also, Kimari does a lot of squats.
That's all I do.
Sup? No, he gave you a sup look.
Is the summoner all right?
Oh, hey, Lulu.
Who are you?
She's got bigger side boob than Oren's elbow boob.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
I think this is one of the first times that, well, it would be one of the first times that they've given a character, like, not teenage breasts. You know what I mean? Like,
well, Tifa was fairly busty, though they've walked that back in future iterations of Final Fantasy.
Like, it's like there's.
But I think this is the first canonical character to just be stacked.
You know,
like there's no way around it.
Because a lot of the time they're just like, perfect perky little boobs.
Yeah.
Never just like, or they're gigantic fucking melons that are cartoonish and weird because
like Queen Braun. It's like, well, she's this huge elephant lady, so everything about it is gonna be big. Like everything about Lulu seems engineered to intimidate a teenage boy.
like she's like, no, I'm a kind of a. I mean, still not curvy because it's
Yeah.
Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
exactly,
But
yeah.
it's as curvy as they'll allow a Final
Yeah.
Fantasy character get. Hi, I'm wet.
I have become a summoner.
Like that cadence.
Yeah, that cadence right there.
I done it. I
have become a summoner.
Am to became. Like what?
I don't think it's intentional
Damn, was
the
I
way that
surprised.
was with
And here
Resident
I was
Evil.
thinking summoners were all old geezers.
In Resident Evil, they actually went so far as to take like 1 or 2 words from one take and then stitch it together with 2 words from another take, and then words from another take to give it the weirdest possible cadence to give the whole game that weird feeling of, no, don't open that door.
Different camera angle.
Hey, over here.
Titus walks out, just screams to the village, that was stupid and you all are stupid for believing in it. Fart.
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
I can't see anything.
Waka, that wasn't necessary. It'd be impossible for him to miss what's about to happen.
I can't see anything inside your tropical armpit.
Just cuts to the armpit, foghorn. Wah, wah. I really do feel like Lulu was the first time they made a character overtly sexual.
Yeah. They're much more mature and motherly,
Yeah.
sort of. You know.
Even though she's like 22. Like they gave her the feeling of a mature and motherly figure, but
Yeah, like-
in a young body, like again, giving it the best of both worlds. Very idealized.
Yeah. It's kind of like Quistis is supposed to be the teacher, but it's like, you're like 8.
Yeah. You're 19. You're literally a year older than our protagonist.
Bird friend, take me to the forest.
I wish she kind of fucked it up because it's her first time summoning and only like half of Alifor came out. Like Robert Duvall in Sixth Day.
Ah, you pet that thing so great.
Yeah.
It didn't chop off your arm or
So
anything.
look at
anything like it
Lulu
in
whenever
my
she's like petting
Sure,
Yuna.
it was a little scary.
Her hand's always a
but
few
still,
inches, like visibly
I could
several inches
feel
away, like
a
she's have her hand in
strange kind
Yuna
of
the whole time.
gentleness
I'm not touching
coming from
you.
it.
I really want to, but I'm a little intimidated to touch you.
And that thing's got breasts.
It does.
Valfor. Let's keep you Valfor so I don't get confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that night
Remember
we
algebra.
talked for the first time.
Titus, I don't think it's relevant
I
to the
didn't
story.
know it then,
Yeah.
but after that night,
But what is X?
everything changed.
I never figured that out.
for everyone.
Well, X is really
me.
nothing. That's totally dependent on the particular equation. That's why it's X.
That's the mystery of algebra. There is no mystery to algebra. It's math. That's the mystic power of
Let me
the
introduce
dark
you
arts
to
of
the
algebra.
team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team.
Also, he's way better than a lot of you. Fucking look at you on the right.
Memory-
What's your deal? Why are you the only fat person in all Spira, brother?
Come on, say hi.
I have a gland problem.
We eat nothing but fish and melons all day and play ball.
What's your fucking problem, brother?
I like a
hi,
lot of
guys.
melon.
Your name's Keeper, because you're the goalkeeper.
So
You're the
what's our
keeper
goal?
of all that tubby.
His name really is Keeper, though.
Oh. And then they start poking at his tubby.
Yeah.
Like, stop it, guys.
All of them are violently poking at it, just slapping it while he's on the ground. Like, they're holding down his arms and legs and walking through. Brother! Brother! Brother!
This is gonna take many years of therapy to get over it.
Just, brother!
Guys, it's so red, my belly.
Brother!
They're doing it right now as
Yeah.
Titus is making googly eyes.
Yeah. So, what I appreciate about the relationship between these two Final Fantasy protagonists is it's built entirely off the fact that they just found each other attractive.
You're a bad man.
And then everything evolves from that.
No, that's good. I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of
like-
what 8 went for.
A little bit, yeah. Like,
And that's
oh,
what-
here's a
that's
woman in a
at least-
champagne dress.
That's, besides wanting to steal her, that's kind of what,
I mean,
Zidane was after.
Yeah.
Help earlier.
Look at that butt. That's what he's thinking. I do have to steal you.
Sorry about that.
In this one, there's a I guess they did have a mutual attraction between the two as
Guess
well.
I kind of
Like 9
overreacted.
took a while for Garnet to
no.
kind of come
I
around,
was overconfident.
but in this one, she's like, "Oh, he's really hot," and he's like, "Oh, she's really hot."
I saw that.
I'm gonna go
Aeon
awkwardly
thing.
talk to her.
That's amazing.
She reminds me of my mom a bit. So I'm just, you know.
opens
Do you
opens the
think I
locket
can
with a
become
picture of his
high
mom, and it's just Valifor with a brown wig.
Lady Yuna, come play with me some
then-
more.
And throughout this whole scene in the background, you just keep hearing, "Guys, please, my belly, brother.
Tomorrow,
I have to go to practice tomorrow. My belly will be red."
we're going to the
Brother.
aren't we?
Mom is gonna ask what happened to my belly.
We
Tell her what you always tell her.
talk
We
more.
slapped the shit out of it, brother.
I tell her that I'm the goalie and the balls hit me. Her heart would be broken if she found out I was bullied all the time.
You're the only fat person on the island, brother. You gotta be the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Don't get no ideas.
No
I got
promises
plenty
there,
of them
big guy.
already.
Hey, but what if she comes on
Cuts
to me?
to his thought bubble
That's
as
not
the
going
saber
around.
dance is playing, and it's just a monkey driving around in a car.
Oh.
Or just like I had Jade thinking about that horse playing the sax.
Yeah.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight. Don't let the crab people bite.
Crab people.
Oh, brudda. Yeah, how could you sleep when that butt is just over there, like, visible by candlelight? Oh, I'm playing now. I thought he was
it
having
takes a moment.
I thought he was having a tender moment, like,
Yeah.
Where's that boat?
Dad, are you coming back?
Yeah.
Did you get
Everyone will
did you
find
get
us
cigarettes?
if it doesn't
This is
come
a
soon.
surprisingly dreamlike dream.
You really sure this is okay?
Like in a dream, you just find yourself in
you
a situation
take
and you
me
don't ask
to
about it
Seneca?
because in the dream you know what's going on.
Hey,
He just wakes up and is like, "Where's that boat?"
And shit,
said
you're
you'd
just
go with
doing
me.
weird
Yeah.
shit sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you're just running in place
Oh, hey.
like an asshole.
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
he did.
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming!
Live with me if you want to come.
You with a
Oh, I get
woman? You can't even catch a ball!
Oh, look at this guy. This is Titus's dad.
What's the matter?
He's just mocking your main
Aw.
character.
Gonna cry.
He's stealing your ladies.
Oh man, no, it's like BoJack.
I wish he had his arms around them.
Yeah, and I wish he had sunglasses
Yeah.
over his sunglasses.
Yeah.
You have to speak loudly.
I wish he was dressed like BoJack was always dressed in his flashbacks with his parents, like with the little cap.
Oh yeah, the little sailor outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
You can do it.
And they're just even. I don't know if it was just because of the voice acting and the animation, but even just the way they talked was really dreamlike, just kind of disjointed. Like
Yeah. Well, I think it's the air quotes style of voice acting in this game just happens to lend itself well to that kind of dreamy quality.
Look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu.
And it's weird because everybody is better than our two main characters.
In the first place.
Everybody's voice actor.
Yeah.
He needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Yeah, love that black hair in a bun.
Yeah.
With like things holding it together. Ah, Walker, you blew it.
Better go slap Keeper some more. Hope he's still up. Or this is gonna be a real surprise for him.
And then Keeper's mom invites Walker in. Oh, the captain of the team.
So
Just
come
shut-
on in.
And then Walker
little
goes into
brother.
Keepa's room and slowly shuts the doors. The last thing you see is a very scared Keepa. Then from the room you just hear,
Well, those boys, they must be practicing their drills.
"Oh, those boys, they must be having sex again." She's fine with that. No
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
with that in this world. They're very progressive.
First turd on the day of the
She's just
tournament.
happy that her boy, being tubby and everything, has found someone.
She always knew there'd be a
Became
boy out there for
guardian
him,
to fight
right?
sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
Just this kind
That
of
was the
strange,
idea.
orange-haired Wayne Brady fella.
I'm more worried about a
Who
stupid
somehow
game
has a
now than
spray
avenging my
tan.
brother.
Even when they live in
Well,
the sun all day.
After the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full time. I know it kind of looks like I'm using you.
And I totally am.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a lot.
You almost drowned me. You got me in a
You
headlock.
really help me out, you know?
You embarrassed me in front of the
What
whole
I mean
town.
is,
But you introduced me to what is obviously my
Thanks,
future bone partner.
Waka.
That what you call woman. Yeah, that's what I call women.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.